Hello, welcome to the Rescue Report. This week, we're going to meet a wonderful advocate from Texas who will tell us all about a great program that I'm hoping to see started in Kentucky. We will also meet this week's Pet of the Week. But first, I would like to take a moment to thank the people who have very hard jobs and are often overlooked. Please join me in thanking animal shelter workers and volunteers. I especially thank the volunteers and staff at the Franklin County Humane Society. Without them, I wouldn't be able to bring you these great shelter animal highlight videos every week. So thank you. If you know someone who is a shelter worker, please do something nice for them this week. A couple of weeks ago, I had the opportunity to talk to Shelby Baboski, Executive Director of the Texas Humane Legislation Network, and she told me all about an exciting opportunity for kids. So I've got a few questions for you.
Great. Shoot away.
So can you tell us about your program?
Sure. So I am Shelby. I'm with the Texas Humane Legislation Network, and we have a junior advocates program. And so we are always looking for kids to speak up for animals and for students to use their voice at the Capitol. So it is for ages between 9 and 17. And within the program, we ask our advocates to do 4 to 5 things in order to complete the program. And then we give them a certificate at the end. And I usually write a letter of recommendation, or however I can help them, move forward towards a great career in animal welfare, or just even getting into college. And the things that we require are, spending some volunteer quality time at your local shelter, writing letters to your elected officials regarding animal issues, and even possibly going down to the state capitol during a legislative session and visiting with your elected officials there as well.
So how did this program get started?
Yeah, so back in 2015, about 6 years ago, we had a very important bill at the state capitol, and it was regarding getting police officers trained. So with respect to dogs, because we learned that in Texas, police officers, despite interacting with dogs all the time, had zero training. And a boy that was roughly your age at the time, his name was Landon Pemberton, had a situation that was very sad that affected him. His dog was accidentally shot by a police officer. So he came to the Capitol, and he testified on our bill. And as a result, his senator supported it and made sure that the law passed. And I thought, we have something here. Legislators don't want to hear from lobbyists or adults. They want to hear from kids in their district. So as a result, we created this junior program, and it's been really successful.
So how has your program impacted your participants?
That is a great question. So there's a lot of great things about this program that kids learn. Number one, they learn about how the government works. In Texas, our legislature meets every 2 years. So it's very different from other states. When I was growing up, can you believe I never saw my state capitol? I'm from Illinois, and I never went to Springfield. And so kids your age are actually going down to the legislature, and they're seeing in real time how a bill becomes a law. And it's really cool. So not only do they learn about government and how the legislature works, but they also are using their voice for animals, because as you know, animals don't have a voice, and we are their voice. So it makes them feel incredibly great. We had a junior advocate testify 2 years ago, and she said that she felt important and she felt her voice was heard. So it really does impact the students and kids that are involved in the program.
So, do you think your program could be voice basically for other states?
We would love to use our program as a pilot for any other state. I'm happy to talk to anybody else about setting this up in their state. You know, we as parents love to educate our kids on empathy and being kind to animals, and again, using their voice. So I would love to talk to anyone in any other state and set up a similar program. You just need some volunteers that have a heart and a passion for teaching kids about being kind to animals. You need some volunteers to run the program, but it's incredibly rewarding.
Wow! So, how about it, Kentucky? Is anyone interested in working to get a junior advocacy program started in our state? If so, please contact my mom at Ethan's Rescue Animal Project at gmail.com, or you can send a message through the Facebook page. Now it is time for this week's Pet of the Week. This week we have a very special case. Ray is a sweet elderly cat with some very special needs. He's looking for a very patient and quiet home. Our pet of the week this week is a very special cat. Ray is a sweet little man who is looking for a quiet home to live out his days with a loving family. Ray is an elderly special needs cat, which means he needs a very special family. Are you the person Ray's looking for? Go adopt Ray or any of the other wonderful pets at the shelter. Contact 502-875-PAWS or at www.fchsanimals.org. Well, that's the show for this week. Join me next week when we will talk with an animal control officer and learn about what we need to know about animal behavior cues. Thank you so much for following my page. Until next week, remember, peace, love, adopt. Bye!